Hi, I'm Mike Essex, the Online Marketing Manager here at Kuzai. And today's video was requested by Mike Payton, a web developer at AutoTrader, who asked what are the best SEO plugins for WordPress. So in this guide I'm going to go through 10 of our favourites, most of which we use here at Kuzai, all of which we've seen beneficial for clients. So the first one is All-in-One SEO Pack. Now this is actually my favourite out of all of the plugins. And what it does is it's pretty much a catch-all tool, so it'll let you set your site descriptions and your meta, your canonical URLs, any rewrites that you want to do to content, and it pretty much gives you about 20 separate options, but each one of them is really beneficial and takes about 5 seconds to set up. So if you only get one plugin, use that one. Next we've got Scribe SEO. Now, for any of your writers or bloggers or copywriters, this is an essential tool to have. It is a paid tool, but the power that it gives you tends to be worth it. And what you do with this is it tries to figure out what the keywords are that you're targeting on a page. And based on that, it'll say you've got a 50% keyword density for that. And it gives you suggestions on things you can do to improve the keyword being in the post. So if you want to try and rank for a keyword for any of your blog posts, Scribe SEO is pretty much the way to go. Next we've got Akismet. This is a blog commenting tool that helps cut down on spam. Now this is pretty good because you can't be watching your blog the whole time, and if you're not moderating comments, say you're letting everything through, you need to see the spam really, because otherwise Google might come along and catch it and count it against you. So any blog comments that you get that are full of spammy links or really bad content, this will stop them straight away. So it's ideal for that. Next we've got Google XML Sitemaps. Despite the name, it does work with all the search engines, and what it does is it automatically generates a sitemap for you and then puts it in all the relevant folders. Saves you going through and having to add one every time you do a new blog post. Then SEO Smart Links. This tool will auto-link any key phrases in your text to a relevant place of your choosing. So if you want to make it so every time you say SEO advice, it goes to a page of your blog posts on SEO advice. It's a good way to increase your chance of ranking for that particular term because you've got all these automatic internal links. Then we've got TGFI SEO. This is one for people who use WordPress as a content management system, and it's pretty much all the features of All-in-One SEO Pack, but it's just better suited to that kind of site structure which has, categories and product pages. So that's one for CMS users. Then we've got SEO Slugs. And this is just a simple tick-of-the-box tool, and what it does is it removes any words in your URL strings that are pointless. So if the word the or and or, they all get removed and you're left with a URL which is pretty much just good keywords. Then SEO Booster Pro. This term looks at the search terms that people are used to find your website, and then gives you the option of adding those as tags to the blog post. Now if you've ever used Squidoo, you'll notice that does a similar piece of functionality built in. The reason for that is by adding these keywords to the blog post, you're then adding more relevance on that post to those keywords, and it increases the rankings for the post even more. The next tool is just called Redirects. Thankfully, if you do search for that on WordPress tools list, it does come up pretty high, so you should be okay to find it. And what that does is it logs any 404 errors that you get, and then you can just redirect them later. Final tool, WP Supercache. Really good way of speeding up your website. It presents a HTML version to the majority of users, so it strips away a lot of the WordPress code that takes a long time for search spiders to crawl through. Faster for the user, faster for the spiders. If search engines are factoring in site speed as much as we think they are, then it's good for rankings too, so it's worth having. All of these tools you should be able to find by searching for them on WordPress with the names that we've listed. However, they are listed below this blog post. If you're reading this on anywhere other than the Kuzai blog or YouTube, then please visit kuzai.com to get the full list of plugins, as they may not have been carried over. And if you are watching it on YouTube, be sure to click the subscribe button to get the next set of videos from us. Hope you found this video useful, and visit kuzai.com for more information.